Hey there, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are gonna take a look at how you can derive the formula for closed form solution. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. So guys, this is the formula that we have, and this is the formula for closed form solution. As I said on my last video that we have to use just this formula to get the optimal values of theta. Okay, now let's see how we will get this theta. Okay, so first of all, let's look at our data. Yeah, or we can also take a look at the loss. This is our normal MSE loss, and we just have this formula here, so we'll see. So first let's take a look at our data. We have, yeah, so we have this X and we have Y. Now in X, we have m number of examples and we have n number of features plus 1, because we will add one column like this with X. So we are going to add like this, and the reason behind this I have already explained in my multivariate regression series, so you can go and watch that series. Now we are also going to add this, so we will have n plus 1 number of features, and we have m examples. Okay, and for y we also have m outputs multiplied by 1. Okay, now for theta we are going to have n plus 1 number of thetas. So as you can see here, we will have this theta, and our theta is going to be n plus 1 comma 1 size. This is our theta vector. Okay, now let's take a look at the loss. This was our original loss, and if we will just use this loss and implement this loss as matrix notation, then we are going to get this. We do not have to use sum because we are doing here matrix multiplication, so it is automatically going to take care of that, and it is just, this is nothing but y hat minus y and whole square, and we do not have to use this because this is matrix. Okay, so now let's see. So this is the formula of a matrix. Like if you square a matrix, then it is going to generate x transpose x. So so our loss was x theta minus y square. This was our loss, so we are just applying this same formula like this here. So we will have x theta minus y transpose and x theta minus y multiplied with. So now if you will just take this transpose inside this bracket, then you will have this line like this. And now what you can do is you can just multiply it like here we have done. So we have done theta transpose x transpose and theta minus theta transpose x transpose y, then minus y transpose x theta, this and y transpose y. So you can just multiply it together and you will see that you will get the same output. Okay. Now we have to find the derivative for this, and for that what we are going to do, we will just, let me see. So these are some formulas for derivative of matrices. Like if you are finding the derivative of A transpose theta, then it is going to be A. If you are finding the derivative of theta transpose A, then it is going to be A. And if you are finding theta transpose A theta, then it is going to be 2A theta. So these are the functions, these are the formulas that you can use with matrices. Okay, so we had this whole line and we are gonna find the derivative on this. Okay, and if you'll see here, we do not have this term anymore here. And why do not we have this term anymore here? Because we are differentiating, or we are finding the derivative with respect to theta. So we do not have any theta in this here, so it is going to be 1, or it is going to be 0 actually. Okay, so now let's move on. So if you will see here what it is doing, so we have this formula. Let's take theta transpose A theta equal to 2A theta. Okay, so here theta transpose is same. We have x transpose x as our A, and we have theta here. So we are going to apply this formula, and it is going to be 2 into x transpose x multiplied by theta. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. So now, as we had now we are left with these two. So you can write them as like this. You can write this as theta x y transpose. This is going to be same as this, and you can write this as theta transpose x transpose y. And I have made one mistake, so you can write this as phi x and theta, y transpose x and theta. So you can write both of them like this, so they are going to remain same. So this is what we have done here. We have written this as like this, and these both are same. You can just put any values there, and you can multiply them together to see the result, and they are going to be same. So now we have to find the derivative on this part. What we have done here, we have added them, and in the next part, as you can see here, we have added them, so we have a 2 in front of them. Now we are just going to apply the formula, and what we have here, we have is theta transpose x transpose y. Okay, now let's take a look at the formula. What we had here is, if we have derivative of theta transpose A, then output is going to be A. So same thing we are gonna do here. Like we had theta transpose, this was A, so we are going to have the output like minus 2 x transpose y, because this is the same A, and we are just using that formula here. We are not doing that much. Okay, so the next step is, let's put them is equal to 0. And the reason we are doing this, because you can see they are almost same. Like if we have the like let's say we have 2x theta common in both of them. Y is this, and this is nothing but predicted value of phi. So if both these values are same, it means that we have 0 loss, and it means our output is going to be 0. Okay, so now what you can do is, you can just move this to this side, and we are going to have this. Okay, now the next thing that we are going to do here, is that we are just going to multiply both sides with this term. So x transpose x inverse and x transpose x inverse, and we can multiply them both sides, because they are going to cancel each other out, so it's not a big deal. And now if you will see here, we can just make some adjustment to this line, and we will have this formula. The reason that we will have this formula, because if you will multiply this with this, then the output is going to be 1, and we will left with theta equal to x transpose x inverse, x transpose x whole inverse multiplied by x transpose y. So this is how you can derive your closed form solution, and it was pretty easy. You just have to know the formulas here. You do not have to know too much detail, you do not have to go into too much detail here. You just have to know the formula, like how these derivatives of matrices works, and you will get the output here. So this was it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.